In this episode, I'm gonna create HttpPut request to update a product. Okay, so let's go to product controller and let's create HttpPut. So that is for update a product, right? IAction result, we can say update product. Okay, so we are gonna accept a product, right, from the request, which is gonna be a product DTO, and that is gonna be the product. Okay, so what we can do to get that accept, okay, we are gonna get the new product from the service once update product is done, right? So it's gonna be product. Once that product has been updated, it returns the product, right? So that's what we can also return it to the client. Okay, so our method doesn't accept a product DTO, so I'm gonna also update the return type, right? So now it should be good. Okay, now implementation. So implementation, let's go to the product service. Where is the product? Update product. Okay, so this is the update product. We should accept the product DTO, also return the product DTO. Okay, so what it is happening, we are not gonna update the product actual cost, right? Also, yeah, we are not gonna update those. So here, if you see, if existing product is null, right, if it is, we can also use is null, we are throwing new exception, product GUID is not existed, right? Otherwise, so existing product. Okay, so this is a product type, this is not a product DTO. So what we can do, we can reuse this method, right? So instead of calling the repository, we can also call get product by ID. This is gonna be product GUID, right? So this is gonna be a product DTO. Well, actually we need that actual product, my bad. So we got that product, right? We are updating the existing product here. Once we update the existing product, right, so we are gonna actually return the product, because eventually we are updating that product DTO to our database, right? So that is the latest product. Or we can also fetch it again, like get by product ID, right? So instead of saying like that, the product equal get product by ID, so we can also use this method, but this is gonna be the same value, right? There is nothing changed. We did not change anything in the code, or also did not change anything in the database, right? So eventually this product is eventually the same as this one, right, that we are getting from that client. But if we make any modification here, right, then we should also get the product from the database. That's why we can use this method, so it will return the product DTO. Then we can return the product DTO to the client. Okay, let's go into the product controller. So I'm not using any attribute here. Let's remove the attribute altogether, like from everywhere. So it's gonna be like uniform. Let me show you how it will look like. Let's take the breakpoint up. Okay, so get products, remove that get all attribute. Now we got all the product here. Get product by ID, remove that get here, right? So product slash ID GUID, right? So okay, there is no product because it was incorrect ID. That's okay. So this is the product. To get that, similarly we are gonna use same URL to update a product, like a product. Let's say this is gonna be update product. So that is gonna be a put method. Make sure to use the put, same URL, but we are not gonna pass additional parameter here. Instead we are gonna, let's save it. Okay, instead we are gonna use param, right, or body. So in the body we can use raw, so that we can send the JSON or any other format that is accepting in the API. So we are accepting the JSON for now, right? Raw. So what should be the structure? Let's say we are gonna update this product. So that is the structure of our product. This is a white t-shirt, right? And price is 8.49. So what I want to do, I want to update the quantity. Let's say we initially had 5 quantity, now we have like 12 piece, right? Now let's put a breakpoint here. I'm gonna make sure that we're hitting that API, save that request, then send. Okay, we got the product DTO that is saying quantity is 12. Okay, continue, and we got the response back with the product quantity 12. Now let's use this GUID and get that product. So this is the same GUID actually, but let me double check. Okay, then send it. Now it is 12, right? So it looks like that put method is working out. So update the product, we have to pass the JSON object as part of the request. So this is gonna be from body, and you can select raw, right? Then you can paste it here. Once and also we see that 200 okay status, right? And we can make sure by calling this method get product by ID that returned us that the updated product, which is 12, quantity 12. Now let's say we are sending an incorrect product GUID here, right? So this is an incorrect product GUID. Okay, if we send, so we have exception here that is not existed, right? The product GUID, that product is not existed, so it will throw exception, right? And eventually we get 500 internal server error, and we do not have any other details what was the wrong here, right? So for these scenarios we need to handle the error handling globally, which I will put in a separate videos. In the next video, next episode, I will show you how to add the product, because now we have the get all products, get product by ID, update the product. Now we need to add another method, another API endpoint to add the product, to add a new product, right? So that is gonna be our next episode. Thank you. Hope you are enjoying the videos. Please like and subscribe and share the videos. Thank you.